Well, greetings, everyone. Welcome back to another Market Open live stream. I missed y'all most of last week. I am back. That is good news. At least, hopefully, that's good news for you. And last week I had to deal with a personal issue in New York City. That is now resolved. I am back. I did have some extra time, though, in New York City after that, which was also nice. And I spent some of that time understanding and trying to research inflation a little bit more, which I know sounds crazy, but it is also true. And one thing that I thought was very, very interesting that I just want to open up with before we go over to the sticks here is I thought it was very interesting that there's research that after pandemics, you tend to have more wage inflation than you actually have product inflation. And this is something that I always thought was very weird because I always thought, well, if you have wage inflation, aren't you going to have product inflation? Isn't one going to lead to the other? And the answer is not necessarily. Now, who knows? When you do research, it's a lot of it is either based in what's happened in the past, which could be different going forward, or it's based on theory. Yeah, this was just based on information from past pandemics, and so I'll have to put something more detailed together on exactly that. But boy, oh boy, in addition to this, more and more articles or sort of papers keep coming out about the markets expecting lower inflation, at least lower than maybe what the market originally anticipated, starting in like February through April. Now I know there's a big, this is kind of like a very debated thing, so it's something to keep an eye on. But it is something I think is very interesting, especially when we start thinking about this potential wedge between wages and actual inflation. That'll be interesting, specifically because we do have a new labor report coming out this Friday. So that'll be fun to take a peek at and see what we got going on. All right, folks. So let's go ahead and see what's going on in the pre-market, and let's go see what's going on in the news as well. All right. So here's our pre-market. We have... oh yeah, that's right. Robinhood went public while I was gone. They actually had a display on Wall Street just for a day. It was literally gone the next day, but it was like this Robinhood vending machine where you can get like free shirts or hats or whatever. The line was so long. I didn't really care, but thought it was pretty neat that they did that. So anyway, Robinhood. One thing I do want to say about Robinhood is that I think Robinhood basically just got like either short attacked or just basically not enough buying pressure right at the get-go, right at launch. And that helped them move from $38 down to as low as $34. I did send an alert when it was at $34 to those of you in the Stocks and Psychology of Money group that I did buy a chunk of it, just a little over six figures to some Robinhood. I did also see that it looked like on Friday, Kathy Wood bought some Robinhood, which I thought was very interesting. I don't think the valuation is horrible. Now, I think reputation-wise, I think that is something that is a little more upsetting. All right, so I do want to mention, though, I want to mention this is stop the bullshit. So, okay, there we go. Okay, so I just pinned the new coupon code. The prices did go up for the programs down below, but I did pin the new coupon code, which is Stop the Bullshit with a P. All right, yeah, that's obviously campaign related, but anyway. All right, so what else? What do we have going on here? So wow, Xpeng went to $42 recently. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, I think it logged me out while I was gone. Oh, that's a bummer. All right, whatever. Xpeng went to $42. That's incredible. Hold on a second here. Let's see what's going on. Oh, yeah, and then I was also off my average sticks. There we go. Yeah. Okay, so, yeah, because we had some pain there for a while. We're trended down a couple times. Okay, but then again, we were up at 48, so maybe that's not... Maybe my memory just reminds me of this being like 20s and 30s back from May. But hey, okay, good for that. So that must mean Neo's doing decently as well. What, over 45? Barely, if that. Neo. Let's see where Neo is. Come on, Weeble. There we go. Yep, 45.23. Yep, barely over. Okay, interesting. Quantum Psi affirms up after the Square talk of wanting to pick up payment processing company, or not payment processing. What is it? What's it called when you make a pay over time service, right? Yeah. Then you've got SOS, Lion Electric, Moderna. Okay, so some modest moves here. What Tesla in the pre-market up 2.3%. That's actually surprising. That's pretty rare. I wonder if there's. We'll look in a sec if there was any news on Tesla, but actually no. We'll just look right now. Usually Tesla, it don't move that much in pre-market. So let's see what we got going on. Tesla. Thank you. Yes. Yeah, and I have also seen that Wayfair is way down. It really, I think what it is you've got a lot of online retail is just getting destroyed. And it all came after the Amazon numbers. Okay, near production, Tesla Model X. No, that doesn't matter. Xpeng stock. Oh, Xpeng stock rallies after record July delivery data. Okay, so I wonder if that's what's helping Tesla push. Shares of Xpeng rallied 4.8% in pre-market trading after the Chinese-based vehicle manufacturer reported July deliveries more than tripled from a year ago, rose 22% from the prior month. Wow, that's probably what's going on. Good for Xpeng. Yeah, that's really good. Okay, well, awesome. Yeah, but yeah, Wayfair, let's take a look at them. All of this started after Amazon reported, and then Pinterest got whacked again. They got whacked in Q1, slowly came back. Then they got whacked here on Q2 earnings. Online retail, I think just the expectations are just too high. So Wayfair, let's take a look at Wayfair. QQQ Index Fund, NASDAQ, find me. If you go to metkevin.com/basket, it's actually one of the ones that I have there. Yeah, this is, in my opinion, pretty low for Wayfair. I mean, in December, just looking at this as sort of a chartist, in December, we were January with these lows around 220. Generally, this particular stock goes above 300. And so for it to be sitting here at basically its February low, it's actually it's essentially right at its February low. And I think we're now bouncing off of that too. Oh, I'm not logged in, so I can't try. Oh, darn it. All right. I can't log in right now anyway, but whatever. I should be able to draw without being logged in. Yeah, I can. Okay, that's what I thought. There we go. It looks like we're going to be bouncing off this line right here. And this is 243.48. We'll see. We're up we're at about 243 right now. I think it was on Friday. I'm pretty sure it was on Friday. On Friday, I actually sold puts on this one. And I sent an alert again to everyone in stocks and Psych of Money, which again, if you want to join, new coupon code. Price did go up a little bit, but new coupon code is stock bullshit. But anyway, I sold puts on this one because it just seemed like it had fallen so much. I thought the downside risk was, I don't know, maybe another 20 points. And so I thought, gosh, Wayfair is just one of those companies that I think is getting overly beat up on these Amazon and Pinterest numbers. And so I'm going to take advantage of selling some puts on this. Now, I think I sold, because I do want to own shares of this, I'm pretty sure I sold the 260s, but I went shorter term. I think I did 260s for November. Let me see what I did here. Let's see. Wayfair. Did I do it on Robinhood? Yeah, I did. Okay. That's what happens when you don't have buying power at Webull anymore. Yeah, there we go. I sold the 260s for November 11th or November 19th. Yeah. So picked up like 20 grand credit. But anywho, okay. All right. This is an interesting start here. What do we have on the losers? Emrin. I thought this was running on Friday. Well, I should see. It says right here. Oh, yeah. Okay. 28% on Friday. That's nuts. I mean, this is just your classic momentum play right here. So it's not a surprise. What is surprising is Square falling. Square apparently not so happy about this acquisition talk. Okay, fine. AMD is at 106. Holy smokers. What happened? Oh, that's insane. Oh, whoa. Oh, they must have crushed earnings. Oh, I got to write this down. Oh, my goodness. Holy smokes. AMD. Wow. Hold on. That's insane because I got calls on these guys. Where are my AMD calls? Because those numbers are nuts. Oh my gosh. Yeah. So I have a Leap 60. No, I'm sorry. It's a Leap that I bought for $25,000 on May 12th, folks. May freaking 12th is when I bought this call. And I have not been buying calls because I'm just not happy about buying calls in this market right now. And this is insane. I don't know if, hold on, because I don't have my, well, I could just screenshot this and airdrop it. No, can I? I don't know. Airdrop on this laptop sucks. But I want you to see this because it's awesome. All right. I'll just give it a second here. Airdrop. We'll send it to the iPad. Yeah, it'll work. Okay, there it is. Okay, here we go. So look at that. I bought May 12th right here. Fill time, May 12th. Bottom of the market, 25K. It's now worth 62K. It's not bad. For a Jan 2023, that's good. That's really good. So I like that. Oh, geez. That's a really nice bounce. So let's look at that. May 12th when I bought that. May 12th was, oh yeah, look at that. I mean, look at that timing. This is the perfect time to shut that down. That's great. Okay, well, good for AMD. Don't get me wrong, I like AMD. I'll hold shares, but I do want to know too what's going on with Piton. Piton, especially with this online retail, I'm surprised it's holding up as well as it is. I like Piton, but I'm also a little concerned about their website traffic, and they've definitely caught up with their bike delays. Let's see. I never also understood why they do one Peloton, but whatever. Maybe somebody stole their domain. Peloton. Let's see what we got over here. Okay, one Peloton. Yeah, I'm telling you that the traffic's just not good. I'll share this in a sec. Hold on. Let's see if I can pull this up. Traffic metrics. It's crap. I don't know why it's not showing me the full. Give me one sec. I do want to see this for Peloton. Oh, here we go. This will be better. Oops. Okay. So if I go to the past year, they're starting to. They're not even slowing down on the rate of its decline here. Their website traffic is plummeting pretty fast here. So I don't know if this is just going to be like cyclical. Like as soon as we get to December and people want to work out again, well, actually January, and maybe you see a bump again. But look, I still love the company, especially since you got to consider that, what's it called? Hotels. Hotels are using Pelotons to try to get you to go to their hotel. The hotel I stayed at in New York City had 3 Pelotons, and they were very excited to show me their Pelotons. Yeah. Anyway. So, okay, AMC 37 up a couple percent right now in pre-mark. You've got Enphase. Enphase, we don't have the E yet here, which is kind of odd because they did report earnings. Enphase really getting beat up by the, what's it called? Supply crisis. By the way, I did go buy the, checking Bitcoin. I can do that. Yes, thank you. Cheers. Oh, that's actually the perfect temperature right now. Oh, that's so good. Sorry, my voice is a little raspy, but anyway. What was I going to say? I have no idea what I was going to say. Oh, I went by the Federal Reserve building in New York because it's right next to the stock exchange. And my goodness, the thing is like a bomb shelter. It's kind of weird. It's like, oh, really? Why are people potentially so pissed off at the Fed that they have to basically live in a bomb shelter? It's very strange. If you ever have a chance, just Google the New York Fed and building, and you'll see just the massive sort of like cushiony bomb blocks they have on the outside of their walls. It's nuts. Anyway. Okay, so what is happening here with Bitcoin? Thoughts on Neo deliveries? I don't know. We'll have to look at those too. So here's our head. We have our head and shoulders. We had our decline here down to the 29,000. Been regularly buying the dip every time we get some of these lows. We did have a run up here. We had a run up after the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust lockups expired, which we literally have a video. This is why you want to always be subscribed to the channel, because we literally had a video saying, mark this date on crypto. Type that in. Meet Kevin, mark this date, crypto. Literally had a video going, folks, watch July 18th. That is the last day for the lockups, and that could generate a new low, which it generated a low. It didn't get lower than about that 29.4 figure, 29.8-ish. And after that lockup came and went, the price went up. Not a surprise at all. $10,000 move, it's about 25%, actually maybe even slightly more. It's really good. It's a really good move. Now it is softening again right now. That could just be because crypto is very heavily traded. It is something that that a lot of institutions trade, like purposely, because it's so volatile, to make money. And I think a lot of the daily fluctuations that we get in crypto are just trading, because there are massive volumes of traders trying to take advantage of money over here. So, okay. Now, somebody was asking me about Neo deliveries. I think it's cool that they tell you, like, pretty soon. Oh, really? This is interesting. Look at this headline. Neo delivered fewer cars than Xpeng and Li for the first time. Blame Tesla. Yeah. Remember, folks, a bet on Neo, which they're actually not doing bad in reaction to this. A bet on Neo is in part a bet on their battery swapping tech. And I really want to keep an eye on how consumers are going to react to battery swapping over time, especially as competition heats up. Something to keep in mind. It's because the infrastructure bill. I don't know. That's the tiny little infrastructure baby. I'm more interested to see what they're going to do with the social infrastructure when they try to pass that as well. All right. So, but let's see. Neopeer. Okay. Whoa there. Chill out, computer. You don't have to get all spastic on me. It's just a news article. It's not like we're playing a video game here, and there's a lot to process. Oh my gosh. Neo delivered 7,931 vehicles in July, down a little from 8,083 delivered in June. Okay, so yeah, but monthly class are typically problematic for this. They deal with chip shortages as well. I mean, they all do, but I want to say they shut down their factory for a few days. Let's see. That might Neo shares gained a tiny little bit. Okay, blah blah blah. All right. Did they give any statement here? Blame Tesla for the lackluster month. Citigroup did. The trend for the ES6 and EC6 is likely due to the recent price cut of the Model Y. That's very interesting, because in earnings calls, Neo's executives say, "Oh, don't worry. Tesla cutting their prices doesn't hurt us. It's actually good for us because it gets more people into the EV market." Yeah, I don't know about that. But the company should be able to achieve our 2021 delivery estimates of 93,000 units as long as it maintains monthly deliveries of 8 to 9,000 units. Well, you're not. You just fell below that. $72 price target for the stock. Okay, from Citigroup. Good for you guys. Yeah. All right. Okay. What's this? Who's this cynical person? Okay. Is this person clueless? I'm sorry. This person. 24,500 EV in 1 month. What? Where did... Oh, adding up all together. Okay, adding up all together. So like Tesla, Li, Xpeng, maybe, right? But no, that doesn't sound right, because Tesla delivers more than that. Where did they get this figure? Are they using quarter? No, I don't know where they're getting this figure. This is probably the others combined, but the person needs to chillax a little bit. It's Yeah, okay, just because they have 1 billion people doesn't mean everybody's out buying electric vehicles. And even if they were, it's not that easy to quickly manufacture in accordance with demand. So while I'm curious where the 24.5 number is, I think the skepticism here is quite misplaced. All right. So, all right. The Mad Dash Under Armour. What's up with Under Armour? Let's see. Jim Cramer blabbing about Under Armour here. Where is Under Armour? Under Armour. Online retail says, although Nike crushed it, Under Armour, it's up 1%. Okay. All right. Let's see what other news we have here. Barron's so good. Yeah, Lee, Xpeng, and Neo together. That makes sense. Yeah, because they're about 8 each. That makes sense. All right. Yeah, Jim Cramer's just talking about Under Armour. We'll come back to that. So, U.S. stocks are set to start August higher. Yay! The index funds go running again. Oh, let's look quickly at 10 years. 10-year and a little bit of inflation numbers. Okay, let's go there. Okay, tied of U.S. debt structure. Sort of afterpay, blah, blah, blah. Okay, here we go. What's this? For the first time in more than 5 years, the U.S. Treasury in the coming months will be scaling back its quarterly sales of notes. Treasury Department will announce its so-called quarterly refunding of long-term securities. Okay, blah, blah, blah. I want treasuries. Okay, let's go to the 10-year here. It's been a while since I've looked at the 10-year. Somebody says stocks are going to tank 85%. Okay. Well, with that, it's time to go to member chat. All right. So where's our line chart on the 10-year? Let's see here. Oh, wow. 1.21. Gosh, it's been such a ride. Here, I'll share this screenshot. Thank you, Bloomberg, for the screenshot. So here's the screenshot. Look at this. 1.21 on the 10-year here. And what I just think is so interesting is we're really reverting to this course that we were on previously, where, let's see, if we just draw an arrow here. There we go. We were really on this sort of trend here for a while, and we've actually even slowed down this trend. See, because we're kind of like here now. Yeah, but we've really, this whole like tumor over here of pain, that was pretty bad for the stock market. Well, specifically tech and some higher valuation companies. But it's nice to see this back on a more realistic course rather than this insanity that we had here, which led to so much pain, chest pain, in the markets. Oh, Under Armour up now 2.4%. So Jim Cramer must have done a little pump-a-doodle. All right, going back over here. Square, that's Afterpay. We saw that. Big tech earnings sparkled. Now Shine may be fading. Well, it's the same thing they said last time. It was literally the same thing. This I always think is interesting, though. The labor shortage is worse than it looks. Why does it feel like this guy is not actually somebody who cleans the room? Because it's not. Fadi had to fill in because many employees didn't return from pandemic-related furlough. Okay. So Michigan fully reopened from the pandemic, called each of his 100 employees, many of whom had been furloughed, but many weren't ready to return. He raised wages several times as an enticement, but housekeepers and cooks didn't respond. Oh, man. Only a third of the property's rooms can be booked. Wow. Jeez. It's crazy. A lot of hope pinned on September when enhanced unemployment benefits expire and schools reopen. Yeah, kids get to go to school again soon. I'm actually excited that Jack and Max get to go to school. Max, and it's really sad. Like very sad. But he went to about a week of school before the lockdowns. It's kind of a weird enrollment time. I know we started going in like January, but anyway, he went to, maybe it was a few weeks of school. Fine. It was like 3 or 4 weeks of school, but anyway, it was a very short period of time. And then we locked down. And so he hasn't been to school since. And his interaction with other people has been very, very limited. He's 3 years old. And now if we go to the park, Jack, who's 5, who interacted with a lot of kids before the pandemic, he'll go play with other kids. Max wants to leave. He's like, oh no, other people, and he wants to leave. It's so weird. It's very, very weird. Anyway. Yeah, okay. Okay, help needed. U.S. labor force participation is at 45-year low after the reopening. Expectation is that the shortage will resolve itself. We'll see. Upward pressure on inflation, well, overall wages and inflation. Well, this is going to be what's debated because as we talked about when I started this video, there could be a divide in wage inflation and overall inflation. Yeah. So that's interesting. All right. But if labor shortage persists, but if the labor shortage persists past this fall, in other words, if we don't get that into some of those inflection points that we're waiting for, a more persistent problem that caps growth while stirring inflation, complicates already complicated monetary policy, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Yep. Fine. Risks higher wages. We know. Okay, this is all boring. Dismal demographics. Try to see if there's any. Oh, this is interesting. Birth rate in the U.S. began to fall around the start of the recession. Ronald Lee, an economist of Berkeley, expected a temporary drop, but the decline has continued to about 1.6 births per woman. Whoa! I did not know our birth rate was so low. Because replacement rate is 2.1 to 2.2 per. That is, you need 2.1 to 2.2 births per woman just to keep population stable per woman. Obviously, because there's a dude and a woman, and then there are deaths that happen, so it has to be slightly more than 2 as a replacement rate. And now it looks like we're about 1.6. That's incredible how quickly that's fallen. Wow. That's very interesting. Impact of slowing growth on labor supply has been so apparent because many baby boomers worked past the traditional retirement age. Interesting. But now the oldest boomer is turning 75. Working age population is falling for the first time in history as many older workers retired ahead of schedule after the pandemic. Interesting. 15% of workers over 62 were retired a year after COVID took a hold. Up from prior. Very interesting. Oops. Okay. So, in other words, our labor shortage could last a lot longer as really just massive changes have occurred. Not only people retiring earlier, yeah, this is what's interesting to me, but also, well, I mean, less babies being born, which in the future will lead to fewer workers. Higher pay is good for the economy until it isn't. The worry is that companies pass on the cost of wages going up to consumers who demand employees demand higher wages, driving prices even higher. Right. Well, we'll see if those things stick together. That's going to be what we want to pay attention to. But like we've been saying, potentially those could be separated, and we'll see what happens. Okay, so we are about to hit the opening bell. We are 1 minute away. And it looks like things are expected to be nice and shiny and green. Let's go see what Jim Cramer has to say.
It's a true statement. Or maybe they're just waiting for full approval, which the Journal over the weekend said could come in September. Their FDA is starting to set aside other work to get this done quicker.
Well, I think all of us are kind of confused. They rushed the Alzheimer's, which the panel recommended against. And here we've got 1 billion people tried this, and they still don't get approval. What is that, David?
I don't know. The Biogen drug that you point to was very interesting.
Here we go.
And that stock has come off, by the way, in part because there are many doctors who are not going to use it. There are many hospitals that are not going to, and it's insurance companies, I should say, that will pay for it. Given that very mixed
all right. Ding, ding, ding.
Going against the advisory panel. We all want something for Alzheimer's. There's no doubt about that. Whether it's effective.
I do a lot of stuff with the American brain, with migraines, also the Brain Society. They don't see more than a couple of months. But
look how green that is. Oh my gosh, it's so green. Oh, that's almost a 90% green day. Actually, I think that is a 90% green day. OMG. That's very, very, very cool. All right, let's go ahead and go on over to the sticks, see what's going on, and how things are opening. So let's see here. Okay, finish that. Yes. Oh, okay, well, that's done. All right, so let's get rid of pre-market here, and let's see how things are changing here. Okay, so we've got here's AMC. How's AMC opening this morning? Oh, down. So AMC got our nice large candlestick there to the downside on the open. It's not uncommon for the first minute to be a little on the rough side for AMC, even sometimes extending into the second minute, but we'll see how that evolves. All right, let's see here. Then we have, let's see how's everything else moving. Ubiquity's at 313. Okay. PayPal, Trimble. Let's see. Let's just sort by change. There we go. Xpeng's moving nicely. Under Armour's moving even more after Jim's talk here. So I don't know what Jim did, but it was up like 1.4, and now it's sitting a chunk higher, 3.25. Tesla's doing really well as well, 2.88, which is wonderful. Let me write this really quick. Okay. Perfect. Okay, sorry, I gotta send this alert. Stocks and psychology of money. Okay. On May. Okay, good. Dust is done. So, all right, Matterport. Ooh, Matterport's at $16 again. Nice. Oh, good. Matterport's such a great company. So good. I'm happy to see they're back at 16. When they're sitting around 13, it's very odd. Mind, we've got a firm here's doing well. Robinhood coming up. Robinhood basically trying to get back to its IPO price. Tesla now over 3%. Very, very good. You've got Redfin 2.42. AMC. Hey, AMC just went positive again. Good. See that? You get like the first minute or two of red, and then it pops off again. Yep, see, look at that. Same thing every time. And look at it bounce almost off of our line over here, 37.42 line. Very nice. Body's actually up today. Body's one that just keeps getting beat up. Well, it's got a high short percentage too. In fact, why don't we quickly pull up the short report? Let's see what we got. Apps. All right, let's go grab what we have. See some shorts here. Yeah, S&P on a 6-month win streak. You don't say. The S&P has just crushed it so far this year. I mean, you have to say. I mean, look at this. They just put it away. But anyway, as they're saying, yeah, 6-month win streak. They're not wrong. It's just been crazy. Yeah, I saw that about Afterpay. Exactly. I am surprised though that it didn't seem like Square was operating that well here. And oh, there we go. Now it's going up. Okay, good. In the pre-market, it was negative, which I thought was very strange. But now it's up a nice 3%. Good for them. 257. Do I have Square options as well? Let me see here really quick. I have options of so much. Okay, where is it? Oh, which reminds me, I wonder how Coinbase is doing too. But anyway, where's Square? Square. Oh, I have shares. Okay, shares here. Square. Nope. Okay. And go to the Robinhood. Let's see what we got over here. And then we'll also got to see what's going on with crypto again. If there's anything crazy happening here. Shift, Redfin. Nope. Neo, Xpeng. Oh yeah, Xpeng Neo calls. There we go. Okay, do have Square calls. Thought I did. Oh wow. Okay. Yeah, I got a bunch of Square calls. Huh. Okay, I'm gonna keep an eye on that. I got like 200 grand in Square calls. Positive, but this is a very good day, obviously, here for those. It's up like 10%. But anyway. Okay, Xpeng keeps running too. Very good. I'm going to keep an eye on my Xpeng options here because I also have Xpeng options. So I have to keep an eye on this because market here is getting a little bit of a rally off of those deliveries. Okay. So to the downside, Voyager Digital. What are they? Wait, is this the Voyager that we know? Voyager Digital. I don't know. I think there are a couple Voyager Digitals here. Voyager Digital. See, yeah, there are two. This is the one we want. Okay, yeah, it hasn't shown up yet on Webull. You could use like TD Ameritrade, and you could see what's going on with some of these OTC stocks. Oh yeah, Wayfair is still down a little bit here. Wayfair, kind of incredible, 238 now. I think it's pretty low. Yeah, Pinterest also got beat up over here. Workhorse, yeah, cannabis. All right, all these guys rotating down slightly. Cardano, 131 on Cardano, nice. Okay, how's BTC? BTC, 39.4. Okay, sitting under 40K again. All right, let's go back and see what other news we've got going on here. U.S. stocks set down. Okay. Delta's not bothering the market. Let's see. New mandates could aid vaccine makers. I will say it's very interesting that so many people are getting COVID with the vaccines, even though they're not, most of them are not dying who have the vaccine, but still getting it and testing positive. I think it's very interesting. And I suppose it makes sense. And your antibodies fighting it. It's still there, but I don't know. System that sent billionaires to space. Labor shortage, Uber. Okay, it's just stocks to watch this week. Well, let's take a peek at that together, huh? Yeah, it's the Delta, I know. Wednesday will be particularly busy. GM, Uber. Oh my gosh, did somebody watch my story yesterday with the Uber pricing they're charging getting out of the airport in LA? OMG, it's insane. It's like $70 to go like 5 miles. It's crazy. Anyway, the highlight on the economic calendar this week will be jobs on Friday. Yes, new jobs report coming out on Friday. That means I have to wake up at 5:30 in the morning again, which also makes me wonder, when are we going to get our CPI? Probably in like 10 days. CPI calendar. Let's see, schedule of releases. August 11th. Oh, in 9 days we get CPI data again. Ooh, fun. Bureau of Labor Statistics expected to show a 625K non-farms payroll in July, following June's 850. Okay, we'll see what happens here. These are what's reporting. Heineken, and Simon Property Group. Really? Oh, that'll be interesting to see Simon. Okay, so that must be after the bell today. And then you've got Under Armour. This is tomorrow. Clorox, Amgen. Eli Lilly. Okay. Some of these I'm not too familiar with. Here we go. Sony, CVS, Kraft, SoftBank, GM, Progressive, Etsy. Ooh, Etsy tomorrow. Well, if online retail at Amazon and Pinterest had anything to suggest for Etsy, it's probably not going to be good for Etsy. Geez. Yeah, now that makes me also want to see if I have Etsy options or just Etsy shares at this point. Because I want to eventually transition over from options to shares. But my Enphase options, those have been printing. I do have some Etsy. Not as many as I thought, though. That's interesting. It's more shares. Lots of shares. Okay. All right, let's see. Analysis later. Okay. Boring. ISM services. Consensus. Okay. Still positive. Oh, Zillow, Beyond Meat, Yelp, Wayfair. See, that's interesting to me. Wayfair got so beat up and they didn't even report yet. They report on Thursday. And so it's almost just like the market is pre-pricing in a lot of pain for Wayfair because of Amazon and Pinterest. And hopefully they could surprise to the upside. You have Square reporting soon. That could be interesting. DraftKings. Yeah, this is a big week of earnings here. Very interesting. Okay, we were going to look at shorts, though. So let's throw in body quickly here. Body. Let's see. Body showing short percentage. Only 7.56% after the merger, because it was up at like 33%. But makes sense. You got Yeah, the dilution. Body, let's do, what's another? Let's do AMC and GME maybe. Oh, and Wayfair, 16.52 on AMC. You've got GME, GME, 12.85% on GME. And I don't know, let's throw in like a Clove and a Wayfair. Clove, 19.7. It looks like a lot of shorts have been going down, except for Wayfair. Wayfair is getting nicely shortage. How's Workhorse doing? 35.8% on Workhorse. Else it should have gone down pretty low as well. Yeah, 6.8 after the merger. MVST. Okay, let's take a break of this and come back maybe. Yeah, see, after the mergers, you get these plummets. Right, you get a plummet because of the dilution. So that makes sense. All right, so moving back to the sticks. We have Affirm's doing very well on the snoozes. Oh my gosh, Square's up like 7% today. Ooh, I like it. That's great. Be really good for the option. Oh, Tesla. Ooh, Tesla's going on a little bit of a run. Good for Tesla. Yes, especially because I had a ton of Tesla options. And hey, of the 1, 2, 3, Tesla has been my most painful options set this year. Of my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 option contracts, 2 are now green on Tesla. But others are getting close, so that's nice. Let's see. Let's see if Tesla can give us a nice run to like 800, 850, and yeah, one can dream, right? Anyway, Arcimoto 16.78, very nice. Nordstrom. Oh, how has recovery done over the last week? Let's take a look at some of these, like CCL. Even Dave & Buster's. Yeah, let's go here. Let's go to the day chart. Yeah, recovery's still floundering. Not hitting new lows, but at least Dave & Buster's floundering here. You've got Carnival Cruise Lines. Yeah, still bouncing around. Really looking for CCL under 20. I'm so tempted to maybe pick some up under 20. And it was there for a brief moment. And we were watching it too, but I didn't do anything. Carnival, Nordstrom. What's another one? Let's do Cake. Oh, yeah. Cheesecake just continues to bleed out. Look at this. This is a sharp downtrend right here. It's not so good. And let's go to Nordstrom. I never understand their ticker. But anyway. So really playing this line like a fiddle here. Oh, look at that. Okay. And none of them doing spectacular. How's Coinbase? There's another one to look at. Coinbase just sitting at 235, boring, just kind of stuck. And Roblox at $76. Still a nice $10 over IPO. It's not bad. Let's listen to this talk on Square a little bit.
System into merchants is ultimately what's valuable to the merchant, and their brand that they've developed over the years is very popular amongst Gen Z and millennials, similar to Square. So we see some real potential overlap and synergy as we think about combining our businesses together.
Well, I mean, you got the Cash App, you have the millennials. I understand why the stock is up. I want to thank you, Amrita and Nick. Always great to see you.
All right. Well, good for you guys, Square. So let's take a peek over here. So we got, Square's just absolutely running. This is very, very nice, especially for the options. Very, very good run here. Tesla at 3.5%. It's just absolutely beautiful. This Square run, I personally wonder if this is just a CNBC pump right now. And it's slowing down a little bit, but they've been talking about Square all morning long. This is a pretty big pump. 265. No, this has always been a stock I've said I stopped buying it around 230. And I bought a bunch when it was like 190 in May, which was great. So I'm very happy for the company. I love Square, and I like my attendees. But this is a big move in a day. So sometimes I like taking advantage of those to close out options on. How's AMD? AMD dropped about 1.5%. Okay. All right. Let's go back. Let's find some more news. let's do a little bit of news hunting. Bloomberg. All right. So infrastructure package coming. Cool. Well, mostly interested in the social infrastructure one. I do believe that I did read that in the infrastructure package, they're going to have a lot more about, what's it called? Crypto taxation, to make sure that there's less crypto tax evasion. A lot of folks wonder, they're like, oh, Kevin, what do you think? Should you have to pay taxes when you just, swap one crypto for another? Yeah. So, yeah, like that's expected. And so that'll be a lot more regulated, I think, soon. I'm actually surprised to see this headline. London homebuyers are heading for the suburbs in record numbers. Surprising to me, just because I thought like that was this is something I would expect to read last year. Yeah. Coupled with what's looking like an increasingly likely to be a long-term shift to more flexible working. I mean, that's fair. Average distance from London, 34 miles. I mean, 34 miles outside of London, that's like a 45-minute commute potentially, because I don't think it's all highway. I mean, I don't know, but Australia's housing boom cools as prices rise faster than wages. There you go. Crypto investors, get ready for more taxes. Let's take a quick peek at this. Sure, you might actually have to pay taxes on those crypto trades, but at least it'll be easier to figure out how much more you owe. Congress is going to require crypto brokers to report transactions to the IRS, which could create unwelcome tax bills, but could clarify rules for traders and users of crypto, potentially strengthening the system in the long run. It's always the crypto optimists that are like, oh, the more bad news about regulation, the better it is, because it means we're normalizing. And you know what? They're not wrong. So, oh, wow. July's manufacturing read just came in at 63.4. That's actually, I'm pretty sure that's higher than expected. Capacity is being constrained by yet another unprecedented lengthening of supply chains, with delivery delays reported far more widely in the past 2 months than at any time prior in the survey's history. Whoa, that's a good one. That's a good headline. I mean, bad, but interesting. Okay, so I'll write that down. I mean, the reading came in stronger, but the supply chain issue is still an issue. Manufacturing PMI. Yeah. And so what you really want to do is read into that report and figure out what kind of price increases we're seeing because of the shortages. That's always the big thing. All right. Let's see. New rules, a last-minute addition to the bipartisan infrastructure package now being considered, would also force businesses to disclose trades of digital assets of more than $10,000. Add increased scrutiny applied to traders of Bitcoin, Ethereum, other digital assets. People who trade digital currencies must pay taxes on any gains, even though some have been ignoring their obligations. Yeah. Filing taxes on crypto trades can create a huge headache, especially for those who conduct multiple transactions each year. Right? Tax obligation. Okay. Or when they use crypto to pay for things like Tesla or pizza. A Tesla or pizza. Yeah. There you go. That's very, very interesting. Okay. So, very interesting. More taxes coming. All right, let's go back to the sticks for a moment, and then we'll come back. We'll look at Bloomberg a little bit more. Okay. So, oh my gosh, Square is continuing its run. This is incredible. Yeah, today's a pretty green day today. Huge. Somebody said huge sell in end phase. Is that true? Let's see. Oh yeah, end phase dropping a little bit here. Oh, that's a bummer. I like end phase, but they did report last week, so it's not like you've got some major catalyst coming up or whatever. Piton also dropping here quite a bit. I'm just surprised it's holding on as well as it is. Again, I really like Piton, but I'm also a little bit nervous about the valuation at this point, which is really a shift because of a shift in consumer trends, and also I think the Delta trade's a little overblown. So we shall see. Oh man, Tesla's now 4%. It's up at 715 right now. Tesla's gonna end up watch this ends up turning into like a, you know, old school days, like 6 months ago. Tesla used to do this thing where it would do something known as the 21-day run. And it was literally something where the stock would just go up for 21 days straight. Now, right now, we're only at 3 days in a row. So, you know, it's too soon to call a 21-day run. But it used to do that. And it'd be incredible to see the return of a Tesla run, just because we haven't seen it in so long. We're looking for those euphoric rallies going into September, October, November. So I would love to see that, a Tesla. Square softening a little bit after breaking over 8%. Matterport doing excellently as well today, up 5%. Under Armour kicking butt. Dave & Buster's 3.6%. Arcimoto's doing very nicely. That's $17. You've got, let's see here, JetBlue. Oh, the airlines. Let's see how the airlines have been doing. Yeah, in the toilet. All of these guys, just all the recovery ones, really just been getting beat up the last 4 months. Let's look at Win. It makes you wonder if it's just an opportunity. Yeah, Win slightly back over $100, but not by much. How's AMC? Take a peek here. AMC's up about 3% today, which is good. Nice. Good run off the line there. So you had a little painful first candlestick there. But again, not uncommon to see that with AMC. Painful first candle and then a recovery. Blue Apron getting killed a little bit here. DocuSign down 3%. Enphase, Sunrun. Sunrun, what's going on with the solar plays here? Is it just the supply shortage? See there. I mean, this isn't horrible. They've just kind of been trading sideways on Sunrun. What about SunPower? Yeah, same thing. How about Canadian Solar then? Canadian Solar, yeah, see, look at this just range bind here. All right. Okay. New York Governor Cuomo says he's asking private businesses to require vaccines for admission. Well, I mean, they can ask all they want. So I was just in New York, and I learned something that I honestly I didn't expect. I could have, I suppose I could have guessed, but I didn't. There are a lot of places, whether they're comedy clubs or clubs in general or bars or whatever in New York that require vaccines. You have to show your proof of vaccine card to go in. And let's just say there are no shortages of people with Photoshop vaccine cards. Just saying. Thought that was very interesting. It's not something I expected. I didn't even think about it. I mean, it makes sense. I mean, if people have fake IDs, like, why would they not have a fake vaccine card? And I also saw that, like, Canada just fined somebody. I think they fined a couple. Ooh, it was an interesting story. Canadian, it was like thousands of dollars too. Canadian fine fake vaccine card. Yeah. Look at that. 2 American travelers to Canada fined $16,000 for a fake COVID card. Oh my gosh. 16 grand. Unnamed travelers. Wow. I mean, I guess it's one thing, like, if you try it at a bar, but they tried it. These people apparently tried it with Border Patrol. Wow. That's interesting. Jeez. Anyway, very, very interesting. Crazy world we're in. But anyway, it's New York City. Yeah. There is a restaurant that requires proof of non-vaccination. How do you provide proof of non-vax? Like, here's my doctor's note saying I don't have a vaccine. What? Wow. Okay. Odd. I have not heard of that. All right. Anyway. Okay. you know, I think the scariest thing about well, like the whole like COVID, the vaccine debate, which I'm a big fan of people's personal choice. I think a big thing that has been scary for a lot of folks, especially younger folks, is the potential for COVID long COVID, the long hauler COVID, where you just see like some professional athletes to get COVID and then they can't be professional athletes anymore because of long COVID. Like that's pretty scary. But then, you know, I also understand the side effect, you know, the unknown potential, right? So I see both sides of the debate. The good news is children. I saw this in the New York Times yesterday. For children age 5 and under, the death rate is like 0.015%, which is very low if you think about it. Because if I don't know, like 0.015, like that would be 1.5%, right? But it's literally 0.015%. So it's like 1/100th of 1%. It's very low. Like there's the number written out, which that's great. That's very, very good for young children because they don't have vaccines for young children yet, right? All right. So, all right. What else is moving here? DocuSign's kind of getting drug across the bottom now. So is Peton. Intraday bottoms here. Both of them down 2 to 3% here. Salesforce, poor old Salesforce. You know, I have a real card, but have not had the shot. My family's in the medical field. Yeah, you could probably just sell those. Russell branded video. Oh, I'll have to check it out. Thank you for that. Yeah, it's interesting. All right, so what do we have here? Salesforce. Unfortunately, Salesforce, I mean, I guess it's not whole. I mean, look, now it's finally on an uptrend again. But boy, it's been so stuck between 220 and 240 here for so long. Really just been and this is a while. I mean, over here, but when it had its like euphoric rally over here, this is December. Most of this year, most of 2021, if I go right here, it's just been doing nothing. Oh, how are our big boys doing, like Apple? 145 on Apple. Nice. Very nice. Good moves. Okay, what other headlines do we have here? So we'll go away from this. All right. Well, yeah, let's go to main Bloomberg here. All right. Let's see what we got here. All right. So you know what I'll do for a second is we'll go to the terminal. Let me just look at top news in the terminal. In fact, we can look at top news in the terminal together, I was told. So we'll just look at it together. All right. So top news. Let's see. When should you care about a Chinese market drop? Square. Banking Circle. Peru. Belarus. Carlyle. Okay. Credit Suisse risk so much for so little. Okay, these are some interesting titles here. I'm not actually seeing anything that's super clickable though. Let's look at the market blog here. Nurses are protesting the vaccines and are getting fired for it. That's interesting. Huh. Yeah, vaccines don't work if half the population takes it. Yeah, well, I mean, they work for the people who take it, I suppose. In terms of lower death rates. Okay, so U.S. equities gained along with stocks in Europe and Asia. Okay. S&P 500, Dow Jones climbed to record highs. Jeez. It's always record highs. Every day it's a record high. It's nuts. Stocks initially gained on infrastructure. Okay. Great. Tell us something new. Oh, what's this? History suggests S&P on average rises after 6-month bullish streak. Good. More gains ahead is what they're saying. Stock market bulls can claim to have history on their side in corporate earnings. Good. COVID and China are clearly risks that need to be watched, but the bottom line is that the headlines surrounding these issues are potentially negative and scary. The reality we are hearing from both people and companies implies that neither issue is a direct threat to the stock market rally. Very interesting. Okay. Oh, yeah, how is oil doing? We'll look at that in a moment here. Alibaba. Okay, hold on. Well, I want to see oil, but what's the breaking news?
For our June read on construction spending, a big miss. We're expecting a number close to up 0.5%, up 0.1%, and it follows a minus 0.3 that has yet to be revised. When we move to ISM, these are July reads. Headline number expected to be 61.0, also miss at 59.5. That is the lightest since January when we came in at 58.7, and all reads since then had been over 60. So we did retrograde there.
Oh, that is interesting. I misread that, Ben. I'm sorry. I misread that it came in at 60.8, which over 60 is still good, but that's interesting. It's actually a miss.
Manufacturing. On prices paid, expecting a number around 89. Definitely a bit lighter there, and that's good because prices paid, of course, underscores one of the nervous aspects of the reopening, that is higher prices. So coming in at 64.9 on new orders, 85.7 on prices paid, and 52.9 on employment. Now, employment definitely jumped up a bit. Last look was 49.9, so we moved back over 50. That is very important. And on prices paid, just to put a face on it, prices paid at 85.7 is the lightest prices paid that we've had since March. And the last read that we had at 92.1, well, that was the highest read going all the way back to 1979. Melissa Lee, back to you.
Yeah, so interesting. Remember, a reading over 50 is a way of saying growth, and then how much it's over 50 is generally what we're looking at. And so ISM manufacturing, you've got those three headlines that people like to read off: prices paid, new orders, and employment. And the average of the entire index missed expectations. And that's mostly because of a drop in prices paid, which I think is very interesting. Because employment and new orders beat, which is interesting. That was a beat. But prices paid in manufacturing was actually a miss. Came in at 85.7. So I'm going to look into that a little bit more, especially since we're finally getting closer to our September to November range, where we're going to start getting this, hopefully an inflection point in inflation, and we actually start seeing inflation figures start coming down. I'm personally looking forward to that a lot because it's created too much uncertainty for too long. And we got lots of money riding on no inflation. Sorry. It's just the way it is. All right. Somebody wants to know, Arcimoto here. 10 years going to moon? I don't know. We'll take a look at that. 33.19% short on Arcimoto. My goodness. I'll pull up the 10-year really quick. Let me see how it's moving. 10-year. I don't know. I mean, maybe the 10-year. It'll be. You know what'll really be the test for the 10-year, folks, is what happens after the taper begins. Hopefully, nothing. Yeah, no, right. Look, intraday, the 10-year is not doing anything. I mean, we're at the lowest on a 3-day here. We're at the not quite the lowest on a month. Let me screenshot this and then I can share this. I don't know why they want me to do it that way, but whatever. Anyway, so we did have a lower drop here by the 19th and 20th, but otherwise we're low. You know, with the exception of this dip over here, we're at the lowest point. So, do I think the taper will actually happen? Yeah, the taper will happen. The taper's not that big of a deal. The rates going up, that is more debatable. You know, whether we'll actually see a push. My goodness, Affirm, folks. This is so good for Affirm because look at Affirm. Very much like C3AI, they have virtually the same pattern of basically just going into the toilet after their IPO. And Affirm has been, or C3AI has been bouncing along this crapola over here. But anyway, I'm sorry, C3AI has been. Affirm has had a very similar course, and it's finally running on the Square news. That's exciting. I think Affirm's great. I don't own any Affirm, but oh my gosh, Tesla's at 5%. What if it is a start of one of those 21-day runs? I don't know. Part of me is tempted to sell a couple covered calls because I just have so many actual long calls, and I want to limit some of that theta decay. But then again, hey, take advantage of some of these juicy runs here. How's SoFi? Let's see, SoFi. Bought some SoFi last week. Yeah, there was a dip somewhere last week. Yeah, was it like the 1472? I don't remember what it was. I mean, I could just look. But I did buy some SoFi last week. Okay, let's figure it out. Let's take a quick peek here at SoFi. SoFi. All right. Does it show? I have no idea. Well, where's my history? Oh, okay. Well, whatever. I'll figure it out later. I don't know that it really matters right now. Oh, Tuesday. Well, what was Tuesday? Well, that's today. That's Friday. That's Thursday. That's Wednesday. That's Tuesday. Hey, there we go. Yep. It was in that 1470-ish range. Great. Okay, good. So, I was still blown away by Square here. I do wonder how the options pricing is moving on Square. It's got to be insane. 8% on a day like this? That's good. Let's see how options are moving. So Square, Tesla's obviously doing great. Square. Okay. Sorry. There it is. Okay, yeah. Oh, great. Oh, 21% today. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's great. I have a $227,000 option position on Square. It's up $40,000 today. That's the today return on Robinhood. I don't know. I'm like looking at it like, do I want to sell it yet? I don't know. It's obviously very good. Tesla just pulled back a little bit from its 5% gain here. It touched 5%, now rotating down a little bit. Yeah, a little bit of a sell action here. I don't know what happened at 721. All of a sudden, the market's like, yep, nope, had our run. Thank you. Forget the 21-day run. Emran just gave up. But again, this is a pretty typical momentum mover here. Let's go back to other news. Kind of like, oh yeah, here's crude. Pulled up oil. Oil, I have to say, I saw oil plummeting. And, what was it, a week or so ago? And I'm like, yeah, no, that's expected. It's right back up. So, like, I expected this. I did not expect it to go back up. I will say. Did not expect it to go back up. So, good for oil. Just really holding on right now. And at the same time, you got the 10-year Treasury still sitting at 1.2, 1.21 right now. Also low. Iran's COVID cases hit new record as Delta surges. Bitcoin drops. What else? Do we have other news? Oh, nuke power. I think there's so many places you could build nuke power where you're far away from where people live, because I don't think anybody I don't think I would buy anywhere within like 50 miles, I feel like, of a nuke. Okay, maybe not 50 miles. Probably like within 20 miles of a nuke plant. Just sorry. But I think it's some of the cleanest energy that you could use. You just have to figure out how to dispose. Finland, I think, has these new underground vaults for nuke waste, and I think it's wonderful. So I think it's great. Oh, yeah, in terms of campaign, thanks for asking, whoever asked. You should see, if you haven't seen yet, the San Diego poll. Check it out. Or where was it? If we go past my ranting here about the CDC, where's... Oh, yeah. Look at the San Diego poll. It was awesome. Check that out. Oh, wait. There you go. Look at that. Which of these candidates on the ballot to replace Newsom would you be most likely to support? Boom! Number one. So I think what's happening, by the way, people are asking me about that regarding the campaign. People are saying, "Oh, well, Kevin, what's like, why do you think this polling came in high? I think as undecided voters start researching candidates because they realize the recall is coming closer, I think we're going to pick up a lot of votes. I hope. So we'll see. We have to do our best. I still have to figure out how to market my last name, though. I wish it said Kevin, meet Kevin Paffrath, but what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Oh, I'll go to court. Oh, wait, I already did that. Whatever. All right. Let's see here. So Bloomberg, $6 billion lifeline. Oh, nice. Why did they call it a lifeline, though? It created energy department. Okay. Text of the bill. Blah, blah, blah. The White House is pushing this. Nuke power provides about 19% of the nation's electricity. I did not know that. Did you know that? Did you know that almost 1 in 5 of our energy kilowatts came from nuclear power? I did not know that. Reactor closings could be a boon for operators. Cool. Methane linked to her. All right. Very cool. I'm all for that. Especially if they can do it in a deal with the waste. But then again, I think they say the waste is, per individual human, pretty small. But you can't minimize the stuff because the radioactive stuff is just not radioactive. Fire at Tesla big battery under control after weekend blaze. Local authorities have declared the fire at one of Tesla's biggest utility scale batteries in Australia under control after the blaze initially erupted on Friday. Well, that's not good. Firefighters, so these, especially these utility scale batteries, these are like the mega packs, right? You do not want to hear about fires here. Like you want people to want these. They're beautiful. So, yeah, that's not good. Okay, let's figure out what happened. Okay, opening doors to the container of the battery with no signs of fire. What? Okay, the fire occurred within one of Tesla megapacks during initial testing. Oh, good. Okay. There was one battery pack on fire to start with, but it did spread to a second pack that was very close to it. Okay. The cause is undetermined. Okay, well, so it was a new, and it was undergoing testing, so they were probably ready anyway. Well, that's good. Okay, so that's under control. That's good. Look, that happens sometimes. Trying to prevent it from happening over and over again is obviously the key. Okay, what else? Right, Scarlett Johansson sues. Don't care at all. All right, what else? We're going to run over to the course member live stream here shortly. As is typical, after our opening live streams, we do Q&A for course members, which if you want to join, there is the new coupon code that is Stop the Bullshit with a P. Use that code. Use the link down below. Join me. Treasury Department to invoke extraordinary measures as Congress misses debt ceiling limit. Okay, we'll see what happens here. Cuomo. I might click on that one. Hold on. 11 worst states for retirement in 2021. I kind of want to see that. Okay. 11 worst states for retirement. Washington, Idaho, really? Tied with Connecticut? Oh, wow. Alaska, Montana, Kansas. Wow. Interesting. All right. Culture rank, wellness rank, affordability rank. Interesting. Okay. Treasury Department will begin conducting emergency cash conversations. Conservation steps. Economists say so-called extraordinary measures will allow the Treasury to pay the government bills without issuing new debt for up to 3 months. That should buy Congress enough time to raise or support the debt ceiling. Yeah. The debt ceiling debates. Everybody's always freaking out about it. Oh no, the government's going to shut down. Oh my gosh. Oh no. Jeez. All right. Let's see. All right. That's not that exciting. Okay. So ARK sells some Tesla stock. diversifying. I don't blame them for diversifying a little bit. I think they're a little heavy. Florida is full of Cali people. Check them. Yeah. Okay. What else happening here? So Square killing it. Up 8.62%. Xpeng 7. Tesla back over 5%. Wonderful day. Hey, maybe we're getting back into an EV rally here, folks. That could be cool if we get another EV rally, because we really have not had a serious EV rally since like January. So it's been something else. It's been a lot of sitting around waiting, put it that way. Okay. Losers. Nothing's really getting screwed today. I mean, with the exception of the big momentum over here on Emrin, nothing's really getting killed. Poshmark, Pinterest, Peloton, Wayfair, these guys down a little bit. PayPal didn't get the joy of a deal, so that's why they're down, and Square's up, probably at least. Google, 2,700, still doing great. SoFi up a tiny bit here. We've got Coinbase finally going green a little bit intraday. Where did AMC go? Let's look at AMC in a moment here. Okay. Trade Desk. Golly, Trade Desk at 82. It's so incredible. Palantir. Oh, Palantir 2022. Yeah, $22 on Palantir. This is one that needs a run too. I mean, it'll eventually run over 30 again, but boy, it's taken a while. Etsy's actually up leading into earnings. Whoa! AMD went up again. No way. Oh my gosh. It was down like 1.5% this morning. Now it's up 2%. Good for AMD. That's crazy. Hut 8 Mining up 3%. And Tesla's up a full 5%. Woo! It's incredible. Yeah, SoFi has some big lockups. Actually, the lockups are over now. Lockups were actually, I think, last week. Yeah, so that's actually good. And these Square calls now. Oh my gosh, the Square calls are up 24% right now. Oh my gosh, they're 45 grand. Today's return. Oh, it's so tempting. It's so tempting. Anyway, yeah. All right, cool. So now we're going to head over to the course member live stream again. If you'd like to join, use the Stop the Bullshit coupon. If you want 2 free stocks with Webull, go to metkevin.com/Webull. Deposit $100 and get 2 free stocks. I actually got a free stock this morning. That was a Snap stock. Was it like $77 or something like that? Yeah, or 7 whatever, $74 or something like that. That was cool. So, and always remember, I'm not leaving. All right, folks. We'll see you. Thank you very much for being here, and good to be back.